So I have bipolar. I was first diagnosed with bipolar maybe around the age of 12, I believe. Um, my adoptive parents put me into therapy, knowing full well that I was being abused by both of them. But it wasn't until they were about to get a divorce that they put me into therapy. I believe that had more to do with like custody and stuff like that, to try to show the judge that they were being responsible with me, but they weren't. So I believe I was put on some type of medication, but it gave me nightmares and I gained weight, started growing a lot of body hair and stuff, so I stopped taking it. So fast forward to 2019. Because there's so much I'm trying to figure out where to. So I was married for 20 years to the love of my life. We had a drug problem because he was a dealer. He started using, I started using, blah, blah, blah. We lost custody of our kids after my daughter, as a baby, picked up a pill on the ground and overdosed, which opened an investigation on us. And I was told that if I let my adopted mother take temporary custody of my children, that it would get DSS out of the situation and that I would get my kids back. Well, that's not what happened. I signed temporary custody over to my adopted mom. And as soon as she started getting checks for the kids, I was blocked getting my kids back. My ex-husband, my now dead ex-husband, is Hungarian. And my adopted family is prejudiced, so they never wanted me to be with him. So they tried to hold that over my head. Specifically my adopted mother. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I'll give the kids back if you leave him. But we were a whole family unit. Like, we were married for 20 years. We had 6 kids. Like, we had a business together. I was his artist. Like, just because your marriage didn't work doesn't mean mine isn't. And I was dumb enough to say that to her. So the little bit of visitation I did have got taken from me. So I eventually ended up getting custody of the kids back because my kids started misbehaving because they wanted to go home. They got older. They started to realize that the things they were being told about their parents weren't true, and they wanted to go home. So I got custody of the older 2 first, then the middle, then the other ones. And so now, fast forward to 2019, I go to rehab. There was an attempt made on my life. Whatever. I got sick. I went to the hospital. But when I went to the hospital, I was like suicidal because I didn't have my kids. I was on drugs. I was still married to him at the time. He had been locked up for the 3rd time. I had lost my house. I lost my music. I had lost my album. I lost my kids. I lost everything. So I went to rehab in 2019 from like January. I went from the psych ward out to rehab out in the middle of the mountains to inpatient, outpatient type situation. And I was there for almost a year. So I got out, had the kids. I thought I was going to get back with my ex. He was making it seem like we were getting back together. But the whole time because he's a scam artist. He likes to do love scams. So he likes to hook up with Caucasian girls and take their money. So that's what he did. But this one he proposed to while we were still married and tried to get our kids to play along. Didn't work. Anyway, so it's now 2020 and I've got 3 or 4 of the kids because the 2 older boys grew up and moved out. My ex-husband had custody of my 13-year-old boy, and I had the rest of the boys and the little girl who I have now. I got 2 boys and a girl. The older 2 have moved out. They're adults. And then the 15-year-old is in care because he can't stay with me. Because he a little bit too much like his dad. He don't know how to keep his hands to himself. And so he is staying with an associate of mine. And everybody's getting paid. He's getting paid. My child's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. So anyway, 2022. Now I have 3 of the kids. And my ex decided that he was going to overdose and commit suicide because some things came out in our family about early childhood trauma that we need to heal. But instead of him staying and helping heal our family, he goes and knocks some chick up, fake marries her, and then overdoses and dies. Like, I still have the text messages. He told me he was going to be dead by Thursday. And he was. So now I've been left to carry on our musical legacy because we started a company together, Ghost Tracks Productions, and I was his artist. Now I own Masters of Fate Music. I started that because I wanted to own my own image. I was tired of being controlled. I mean, he wasn't just my ex, he was also my boss. And that don't work. It's like nobody ever wanted me to be independent. I don't know why people try to control me so much, but that's just never going to happen. Ever. This video was supposed to be about bipolar and adjustments. So I guess I'm going to have to make another video about that. Because I wanted to talk about that and about making adjustments in the move and stuff like that. But apparently the universe doesn't want this video to be about that. So here we are. So I guess I'm just gonna have to look back at this and see what all I've said. And the next video, I guess, will be about bipolar. But these videos are therapeutic for me, and I hope they're therapeutic for other people. I'm a writer, I'm a musician, I'm a mother, I'm bipolar, and I'm starting my life all over again. I cut off all my hair the other day because I needed a fresh start and because it was dead. I felt like I was carrying around dead weight. You know, what's the point of having length if it ain't strong or healthy? You feel me? But I'm going to keep pushing forward, doing what I'm doing my way. Because no matter how many times I am told that my way won't work, or that no one's done it like that before, or you should do it this way, we're doing okay, doing it my way. I have to trust in my own self, and my own visions, and my own magic, you know what I'm saying, and my own ideas. I cannot listen to other people, especially people who have never been where I'm trying to go, you know, where I'm going to go. But right now, I'm going to go check on my clothes. And I'll talk to y'all later. It's going to be a good day. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming back to my channel and sharing this journey of mastery to mastery with me. I appreciate it. You know, I love you very much. And I will see you soon. It's going to be a good day.